listening to The Bradshaw Boys, a podcast where three relatively grown men binge the iconic HBO series Sex and the City. So dust off those DVDs and grab yourself a white wine or even a Cosmopolitan and settle in. Take it away, boys.
Welcome to the Bradshaw Boys, a podcast where three guys watch their way through Sex and the City for the first time ever. Mostly. There we go. We got it. Guys, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, everybody.
Man. We're going to do things a shade differently today. This is not a normal episode.
You know when you like go into a restaurant?
I'm Cory Cavin, by the way.
Oh, I'm Kevin James Doyle, by the way.
My name is Jon Sieber. We're going to put our thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Yep. Was that your big thing that I'm gonna search?
What's that? Yeah, that was my search it.
Our guest today is Funky White Sister. Oh man, I loved her.
The best.
I
made it to Ellen.
I thought
that
was our goal.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And got to perform with Missy.
Dude, if we could go on Ellen, are you kidding me?
I would love it. I would love to go on Ellen.
Get Portia on the episode.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna do things a little differently.
A little differently. It's almost mid-season of season 4.
Yes.
I think it is mid-season of season 4.
Yeah,
we're past mid-season.
Straight down the middle.
And a few of you may have heard this before, but probably not many. We did a thing where we took Myers-Briggs test for all the ladies.
Science.
and you're about
personality tests are like kind of the opposite of science.
That's why I was laughing. I was like, not science at all.
Assumptions. Feeling.
Modern astrology.
Characters we did not write.
But this episode was recorded, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
We recorded as a special ep, and we are releasing it out into the world now to everyone.
Yeah.
And it's us speculating on the personalities of what these women would be if they took personality tests. And it was actually super interesting because we've all talked about Myers-Briggs before. We've talked about different personality stuff.
We take the test on there, and so you guys can argue with our answers.
Yes, please do.
And I learned a lot about myself.
Yeah, I think we all learned a lot about ourselves. Those things
I learned about myself as a woman in a fictional TV show.
Yes.
That's what I learned.
I learned a lot about myself as a person on a podcast with three guys watching their way through Sex and the City.
For the first time ever. Mostly.
But no, it's actually really cool. I love those tests. This is like the trimmed down version.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like you get the gist of it.
Yeah, we didn't take the full out. There's a Myers-Briggs that I think you can take that takes you like hours.
We didn't hire Myers and Briggs to come onto the podcast.
We also found out some interesting things about how Myers-Briggs came about. It's a mom and a daughter, right? Or mom and a stepdaughter?
I don't remember.
Or mom and I think it's like a mom and her. It's a woman and her mother-in-law.
Huh.
We talk about this in a second when you actually hear this thing happening.
It'll be fun.
It'll be really fun. You know what? But I think like Kevin said, you should, if you agree with our assessments of what the women should be, tell us. But if you disagree and say, no, there's something else. Or if there's another personality thing you're down with,
yeah,
let
send
us
us
know.
other personality tests if you like this.
Yeah.
Some people, I feel like the people that like one like all of them.
Oh, yeah.
They get like obsessed.
Yeah.
It's
totally.
the same as like pyramid schemes. They're like, oh my gosh.
And I'm that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You're into personality tests?
No, pyramid schemes.
You're into pyramid schemes.
Yeah. Oh, that's all I want to do.
I feel like you're into pyramid
If you guys
schemes.
got any good ones, let me know.
Didn't you sell Cutco knives for a little while?
No, I will though. Do you have a leg you want me to go under?
What does that mean? Go
Like
under a
I'll
leg?
be like under you, and then I'll get people under me. It'll be fine.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I'll do whatever. Oh yeah, I'm in.
Guys, maybe when we finish this podcast, we should all go into pyramid schemes, do a podcast about that.
I'd love
Called
that.
the Pyramid Boys.
The P-Boys.
The Pyramid Pals.
Wouldn't that be
pals.
great? It's like week 9 and we're still just like, so if any 3 of you out there could just please get 3 people.
We'll get you a quick burger at Fuddruckers. We'll talk about dreams and possibilities.
Hey,
It'll be great.
How much money do you want to make a month?
Yeah.
Just give me a number.
This is just what I would say to anyone who's out there listening now. Like, would it change your life to just, I don't know, $500 liquid extra income a month? What would that look like?
What would that look like? Okay, let's say 500 a month. How about 500 a week? How about this? 500 a day.
It sounds crazy.
You're only limiting yourself. It's you're setting your own limits.
We all came up under the personality of extremely ironic about pyramid schemes.
That's true. That is what we came out under.
And extroverts.
Okay, well, enjoy this episode. We're going to be back soon with a guest going back into season 4. But for now... Oh, go ahead, John.
No, like, we're going back.
Oh, yeah, we are going back.
Where we're going, we don't need no... Is that the...
Yeah, where we're going.
Bam, bam, bam. Kevin, that's Back to the Future. You give me side eyes here, man.
Hey, Doc, it's the Libyans. Okay, enjoy the episode. We will talk to you guys soon. Let us know what you thought about the personality test stuff. And thank you for listening. Bye. Enjoy.
Bye.
So we were throwing around ideas, and one of the things we thought would be interesting, because these gals are such personality types, and people love personality tests. I know a few people that are super into them. My sister's into them. I've taken some before, and they're always really interesting.
There's a fine line, though. At some point, you can just become annoying.
Yes.
If you're the person that always talks about personality tests, 100%.
You get
especially if you're the person that just is like, you know what personality type you are?
Oh, yeah.
You're a 4. And it's like, shut up.
You're not supposed to do that in personality types.
But that's what everyone does.
I know. But you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to recognize what the test is, and then the test is supposed to like get you out of the structure, but nobody follows that.
Here's also another flaw I have with personality tests.
Tell me.
Is when I take that test, I'm kind of answering the questions of who I want to be.
You're trying to trick the test?
I'm not even trying to trick the test. I think that I probably have an inaccurate PSI, projected self-image, and I'm like answering. I'm like, the question will be like, do you like to stay out late? And I'll be like, yeah. And then when really it's like 11:45, I'm like, fuck, I want to go home so bad.
Now, they do say that the best versions of those tests ask the same question 5 times, and they can trick you. Like they get you on that. Now, it depends. I remember like in 4th grade, we took a personality test, and they were like, Kevin, you're a peacock. And I'm like, oh, you couldn't tell by me literally always being in front, like trying to get attention. Like, nice fucking test, idiot.
Wait, was this test given by the guy that runs the pickup artist? He was teaching you how to peacock?
It was, no, it was given
He's
by...
like, congratulations, here's your giant hat and fedora. Now go neg women in bars.
But, so what tests are most, because I know the big ones, the most popular is one we're going to do today, which is
we're going to say it?
It's
the
Myers-Briggs.
Myers-Briggs
and it's based
personality
on
test.
Todd Myers and John Briggs.
They were in a funk band together, and then they started doing prog rock.
Yeah. And
Wait, is that true or am I dumb?
Myers,
You're dumb.
Okay.
Myers was the bassist.
Your personality type is
Dumb.
dumbass.
I think it's by a woman. I thought it was by a mom and a daughter that were psychologists or something like that.
Yeah, and I think it's
based on the findings of Carl Jung, I believe.
Yeah, and they just made this up. They're like, I bet we can get a bunch of people to send us money, so we take this test.
Like,
and
where should we start?
That.
Who are the biggest suckers? How about faith-based communities? Done.
You are.
That's true.
Actually, we did your test, and you are a DUMB. So.
It was constructed by Catherine Cook Briggs and her daughter Isabel Briggs Myers. It's based on the conceptual theory proposed by Carl Jung, who had speculated that humans experience the world using 4 principal psychological functions: sensation, intuition, feeling, and thinking. And that one of these 4 functions is dominant for a person most of the time.
Do you know what's interesting about that? Is it was done by the Briggs mother and the Briggs daughter. And the Briggs daughter married some schmuck named like something Myers, and now his name is first. It's the Myers-Briggs.
That's true.
Great. Like it should be the Briggs-Meyer.
It doesn't pass the Bechdel test.
No, that's a bunch of malarkey.
We're calling it the Briggs for now on.
Yeah, this is the Briggs-Meyer.
Briggs-Briggs test.
Okay, so here's the deal. What we're gonna do.
Briggs-Meyer, by the way, sounds like if a community of Redditors were to like rename the test. And they'd be like Briggsy McBriggsmeyer face or something like that. Like they made a Bodie McBode face. Do you guys know that?
Yeah.
Briggsmeyer.
Briggsmeyer.
Or a strong man.
What's
Up next is Nelson Briggsmeyer.
So
He's pulling a truck with his teeth.
we're gonna take a test for the gals.
One of them though.
I think what we're gonna do is all three. We're gonna skip Carrie because I don't necessarily think. What we'll do today? Maybe if this goes well, we'll do another one for
I
Carrie.
think we should do another one. I think one of the reasons we can skip Carrie is because Carrie is an archetypal lead character, and there's even been the argument that it's like the other three women don't even exist. They're just personality traits of what would be in Carrie's head.
Yeah.
So let's get them out because Carrie sometimes can also be painted as like not bland, but she can be painted as just kind of like an every woman.
She's a blank.
She's
She's
an every
a blank
woman.
slate. And so what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a Myers-Briggs test for Samantha, Charlotte, and
Shmuel.
Miranda.
Oh.
Who's
and Shmuel.
who's gonna do who? Let's do a draft.
For Shmuel, it's gonna say, "Do you have your foreskin? Yes, more likely, less likely."
Scale of 1
No.
to 7.
He's like, I think it is. Okay, that was not an accent. So, what should we do? Who wants to do who?
Who do you want? This
Yeah, who
is
do
your
you wanna
project.
do?
Who do you want? You get first pick.
Yeah, you get first dibs.
I'll do Charlotte.
I knew you were gonna do
Oh.
Not
Charlotte.
the test. Not the test.
You just
I'll
wanna do Charlotte.
I
Charlotte,
knew
yeah.
you were gonna pick Charlotte, and that should be part of your personality.
Okay. What is that?
Asshole.
Nice.
Who do you want?
I want Samantha.
I'll do Miranda.
I
what in
also
my
mean
head.
it the way that Kevin said he wanted Charlotte. I would like Samantha.
In my head, that's how I thought it would play out.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Why did you think that I wouldn't have
Were you
picked Miranda?
sensing that or feeling that?
Yeah, good point. Or were you judging that?
No, I used logic because I think Kevin has the thing. Kevin is most attracted to Charlotte, so like naturally he'd probably wanted to, and I think he could answer for her. And I think that you chose Samantha because you knew that I wanted Miranda.
Subconsciously, that's probably true.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's how it all shaked out.
Okay.
So, do you guys know how this test? Have you guys taken this test?
I have taken this test.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
took
took
this
it
test in
today.
college.
Here's the 4 things. Do you have the 4 things up?
I do, yeah. The
first one's extroversion, introversion.
Yep. Extroversion, introversion. So like when you get your results for the test, your personality type is a combination of 4 letters. The first one is going to be either an E or an I, and that's extroversion or introversion.
I'm an extrovert.
Kevin is an extrovert.
I'm an extrovert.
I straddle the line between extrovert and introvert. I think the last time I took this test, I got like 51% extrovert, 49% introvert.
Okay. You make your own yogurt, so we knew there was some introversion in there.
I mean, you have to want to go into your house and not talk to anyone to sit with cultures all day.
Yeah. And you put people on a yogurt list.
I do. I try to put.
Hey, that's extrovert. That's
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 extrovert. Yeah,
the
that you do
extrovert
straddle the line.
I straddle the line. Look. Okay. The second thing, you're either going to be an S or an N, and that is
I'm an N.
It's sensing or an intuitive. N is for intuitive. And that's just like, and
because
that
introversion was already taken. I for introversion.
there you go. And that's like a sensor would be someone that lives in the here and now. They're pragmatic. They see what is. They notice details and remember facts. An intuitive is they admire creative ideas. They trust their gut instincts. They prefer to learn new skills. They think about future implications. It sounds like someone that's like, I'm in the here and now versus someone that's like, I kind of want to like get in my head and visualize things in the future.
Okay. Okay.
The third thing would be it's either a feeler or a thinker. You decide based on your feelings or you make decisions objectively.
Okay.
And then the last one is perceivers or judges.
That's kind of
What?
the way they worded that is definitely a little like
Yeah, we get it.
anti feeling.
Yeah.
It's like you either feel emotions or you see the truth.
And then perceivers or judgers, which is perceivers like to keep their options open. Judgers like to have things settled.
ENTJ. Right there. That's me.
You're ENTJ.
I am.
I was an ENFP. Now I'm like an EINFP. And you can tell that because I can't decide if I'm an E or an I.
I don't know what I am. I think I'm an EITJ.
That
Cool.
would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
EITJ, dude.
I don't know
is
though.
that
You
just
might,
when
you,
you're
no,
is that
you
just
might
when
be
you're-
P though.
I think that's
you
when,
might be
when you
EN.
can't sleep and your jaw hurts.
What is that called? TMJ.
TMJ.
I have TMJ.
I think you're TMJ.
All right, so we're gonna go take the tests, and then we're gonna come back. I have questions though.
Yeah.
How
That's what I wanted to say. Just real quick.
Yeah.
We need to lay some ground rules.
lay some ground rules so I don't mess this up.
Well, you're doing it for Samantha or for Miranda, right?
Right.
So, from what you know about Miranda,
Mm-hmm.
do the best you can to, as you see her. I feel like we chose people that we kind of understand in some way, and so you're doing your best to get inside the character of Miranda, not Cynthia Nixon, and not like your judgments of him. If you were doing Carrie, you would not be good at doing Carrie because you don't do a lot of perceiving of Carrie. You do a lot of judging of Carrie.
So I think this would be. I would love at some point to take this test for you two.
Yeah.
And see if I would answer those questions correctly. Because I'm really nervous. I'm gonna do wrong by Miranda.
I mean, it's
But I'll try my best.
it's definitely like, here's why I think we can work to do it for these characters, because they're not real people.
Yeah.
They are like, we know as much about them as anyone would. We're bringing our own thing to the table with it. So it's not going to be perfect, but who knows? Maybe if this goes well, we can get a few other people to do it for Miranda and see like how that happens. That'd be
yeah.
interesting.
That'd be cool.
All right, let's do it.
But and then for Samantha, I don't know.
Samantha, well, it's
Do you have
interesting
any
'cause,
fears?
I just fear he can't get it up or it won't be big enough, honey. No, I think, I mean, I have some fears that I'm going to lean too far into just being like, I'll fuck anything that moves. And then be like, but then you forget Samantha, like, she's got some J in her. She's got some judging that she's also got some D in her. But,
Hopefully.
But no, I mean, so I think the fear is that I'm like, oh, you would go with the stereotype of that person and forget that they're kind of well written. They're like rounded characers.
Yeah. I think as
so I don't
much
want to cut it
But
off.
Samantha's kind of only felt like once or twice out of the 50 episodes that we've seen.
But there's like a thing of her where like she's always angling. Like it's not just I want to go. I want to have sex with anything that moves. Like she has an angle that she's going for.
This is so interesting because I bet we are all gonna. I bet if we all did the test for every other characters, they'd be so different because I bet we
That's true.
perceive these characters so
100%
different also.
true. Yeah.
we can try that.
All right. Well,
I would say this: just try and like imagine if you were in their shoes, or if it was like a 3-dimensional person, and we'll see what happens.
awesome.
We're gonna go take the tests.
Bye.
Bye.
I mean,
All right, so
We changed our mind.
we changed our mind. We looked at the test and we're like, we need to do this with you. And so everybody, get it up on your phone.
get
Okay.
it up.
So we're gonna go around and we're just gonna go around in circle for all these questions and we're gonna answer it.
We
as
figured
if-
it would be more interesting to just
as if
talk
we were
through
our
these.
person. All right.
And then that'll kind of reveal some of our process as well.
Yeah.
And I think that it's easy. Okay.
All right. So
By
I'm,
the way,
I'm,
we're
I'm,
at personalityperfect.com.
Yeah, and
if you want
there
to go through
are-
this with us.
there are 28 questions.
Now, I'll tell you, I'm Charlotte, and we'll go around. So here's the first question, and I'll say what I already put. You're waiting in a long line. You chat with the person next to you, or you keep your eyes on your phone.
Okay.
I said you chat with the person next to you for Charlotte.
I'm going. You keep your eyes on your phone. I feel like Miranda would be like reading the legal doc.
I would go for Samantha. You chat with the person next to you because you
All
could
right.
maybe hook up with them.
I agree with all of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 2, roommates. So New York. It is great to have someone there when you get home, or you'd much rather live by yourself. For Charlotte, I put it is great to have someone there when you get home.
You'd much rather live by yourself if you're Miranda.
Samantha would be, it is great to have someone there when you get home if you can sleep with them. But I would think she would actually say you'd much rather live by yourself.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Number 3, you're going on a day trip to the mountains. You plan out where to go and what to do, or you just get in the car and you go. For Charlotte, I said you plan out where to go and what to do.
I think Miranda would also plan out what she's going to do.
This is tough. I think Samantha would just get in the car and go. I think she would.
Yeah.
I think I was a little thrown off because like she owns, she does plan some things.
Yeah, but I think on a road trip she would just go.
I think she would just
She'd
go.
just boogie.
I also
Yeah.
feel like none of them would really want to go on a day trip to the mountains.
I feel like the mountains is the thing that if it said.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Your desk is usually A, super organized, B, a jumble of everything you're working on. For Charlotte, I put super organized.
For Miranda, I'd also go with super organized. Do you guys agree with that?
I'm a little middle of the road on that one. I could see Miranda's being
Sloppy
a
Just
jumble.
like
I
having
think,
just legal papers everywhere.
I think that Miranda like makes strong decisions, but I don't know if that means she's
yeah,
organized.
I'm gonna go with a jumble of everything you've been working on.
Yeah. Bless you. For Samantha, I'm gonna say super organized.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 5, if you had to choose, you'd rather be an engineer or a designer. For Charlotte, I put a designer.
Miranda, an engineer.
Samantha, a designer.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
You're more interested in A, and this is the one that made me stop and be like, we should talk about this. You're more interested in A, production and distribution, or B, design and research. Would Charlotte be design and research? Because it's maybe similar to the last one, but she does distribution kind of for her art thing. So I don't know. Would you guys say production and distribution or design and research?
I would say production and distribution.
Okay.
I think probably production and
For Charlotte,
distribution, too.
Miranda would be design and research.
Okay.
Samantha would be, I think she might be production and distribution. I'm basing this off of her job.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? I mean,
That one's a tough question for all of them.
it is, yeah. I don't know which letter that's splitting on Myers-Briggs.
I think Samantha would be into production and distribution.
I think so too, because her job is PR. She's not.
Yeah.
She's promoting things.
Not
that
like
are
sitting,
already
not like
created.
hold up researching stuff.
Yeah, couldn't you
Exactly.
see her like throwing a hard hat on and running a construction site?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Miranda's going to be reading the legal docs and the briefs, and she's going to be doing all that stuff. But
This one's easy. For you, it's more common that your head rules your heart or your heart rules your head. Your heart rules your head for Charlotte.
Yeah.
Miranda's head rules your heart.
This is a little tougher for Samantha. I'm gonna say head rules your heart.
Where's the vagina rules your body?
I think it's more that. I think it's she rules your head.
Yeah.
It's head rules her heart.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
8. You're more interested in doing things, A, the most logical way, B, in the grand way of tradition.
Well, that's a good one.
And for Charlotte, I put in the grand way of tradition.
Absolutely. Miranda's most logical.
Yeah.
Samantha's logical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9. You're at a party with people you don't know. A, you're mingling and making new friends. B, you're standing at the edge of the room wishing you were at home. I would say Charlotte is mingling and making new friends. And that's also based on
Yeah.
the party
Yeah.
episode from just now.
Miranda is standing at the edge of the room, judging everyone, wishing she could be at home.
Yeah. Samantha's mingling and making new friends.
Absolutely.
Okay, here's a quick bonus question before we move on. Where would Carrie be in those two?
She would be both.
I
She's
agree.
like it depends on which one of her friends she's with. If she's with Samantha, she's meeting some cute new guys.
Yep.
If she's with Miranda, she's a wallflower that's judging people.
I think it also depends on what's going on in her life.
Yeah.
And it also depends on if it's the beginning or the end of the party.
Yeah.
Wait,
You know?
what do you mean?
Which is like not even the beginning or the end. Like there could be different. I feel like she would go through waves. If she was at a party for 4 hours, she would go spend an hour on each one depending on how the moment was. You know?
I feel like that she is more defined by her environment than walking in and like changing the environment all the time.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
All right, 10. You've been assigned a complicated task at work. You'd like to have all the relevant information before you start. Or B, you'll have fun discovering the details as you go. I think Charlotte needs all the relevant information before she starts.
Miranda needs all the relevant information before she starts.
I think Samantha will have fun discovering the details as she goes.
See, I think Charlotte might have fun discovering the details.
Charlotte, it is weird. Charlotte does have a little bit of a like childlike, like cut loose side to her.
Yeah, you're right. I will say that was the first time that I was focused on reading because I I get nervous when I was in class. I'd be in 5th grade and I'd be like, I'm going to fuck
Oh,
up.
reading out loud.
And I just
Yeah,
thought that. So
totally.
I'm happy to change it.
No, I think that one's arbitrary enough where it doesn't define. Like there are some questions that really define Charlotte, like the grand tradition of things.
Yeah.
Like, that's so her in a nutshell. But I think,
or heart rules her head.
yeah. I think that one's kind of a throwaway.
I think it's a splitter. Yeah.
All right. Choose the word that describes you better. Conventional or creative? Charlotte, conventional.
Out of those two, Miranda would be conventional.
This is tough. Out of those two, Samantha would be creative.
Yeah.
She's not conventional.
Yeah, she's
not
not conventional. That's a good.
conventional.
Yeah, it's not tough. You're right.
A hole's a hole.
That's conventional. It's like a hole is a hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like conventional back to like cavemen times.
But it can also be creative. Like, hey, a hole, any
That's
hole will
true.
do.
That's literally what cavemen said. They're like, a hole is a hole. We will sleep there. It's a cave. All right.
I like how your caveman voice is the same
Same
as a
as Shmuel.
taxi driver.
A hole is a hole.
Get in my car. A hole is a hole.
All right.
Drive you to your hole.
You've been introduced to a friend of a friend. You become buddies on the spot, or it'll take a few conversations before you open up. Charlotte, it'll take a few conversations.
Yeah, I believe that.
Same with Miranda.
Samantha, open up on the spot.
Boom.
Buddies on the spot.
Yeah.
13. Your friends would describe you as a very open person or a very private person. I feel like Charlotte is open.
Yeah.
She's like an open book, childlike open book.
That's
Miranda, private.
true. Private. Yeah, Samantha, open.
Yeah.
Easy.
Given the choice, you'd rather see the world for what it is or see the world for what it could be. Charlotte, for what it could be.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
She's a dreamer. Miranda wants to see the world for what it is.
I think Samantha sees it for what it is. I don't know. That's tough because
Yeah.
then she can. I think she's willing to go on an adventure too.
She is, but I do think she sees it for what it is, for how she classifies it, which is just like, I'm not letting my head get too big. I want to fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm,
Yeah, it's true.
So no, I think that'd be good for her.
Yeah.
Class projects are far better when you can be part of a group or when you can work by yourself. When you can be part of a group, guys.
Totally.
We could all be soulmates.
We can all be soulmates.
Yes.
Miranda wants to work by herself.
I think Samantha wants to work by herself when it comes to work. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think when it comes to work, I think
She wants to
likes
be
control.
Samantha Jones PR, and she wants to run the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she has many. Whenever she's working with someone else, it's always a tense thing.
They always go head to head. Yeah.
Prearranged schedules. They provide necessary structure, or they cramp my style. I think they provide necessary structure.
Same.
I think they cramp Samantha's style.
Yeah.
I think she appreciates one, but she always wants to be able to get out of it, honey.
And also, it's interesting because she plans parties or events.
Yeah.
And there's like organized chaos to a perfect event, you know?
Yeah, totally true. Yeah.
All right. People who organize their closets save a lot of time and hassle in the morning or should spend their time on something more fun. I think save a lot of time and hassle in the morning.
Yeah, I see Miranda saying that same one too.
I think.
Are we learning that Miranda and Charlotte are
I
more similar
was
than I
just
thought?
thinking that.
Can I push back on Miranda with the closet thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wonder if it's not something more fun, save a lot of time and hassle in the morning. I feel like she wouldn't organize her closet.
Dude, she's got to get up and get to work.
But
She's
that's
got-
why I wonder if she, instead of organizing, she would just like throw on a suit or like only own a few suits.
But because it's not something more fun. It's like, I feel like she could say, fun, I feel like maybe distracts, that it's like, if it was something more important, that it's like, no, you should spend your time on something else rather than your entire time like choosing what to wear every morning. There are better things to do. So I don't know. I could see it being that.
It's up to you guys. I just don't. Given those two choices, I think that she would want structure and order in her home.
I mean,
so
it's
she
funny,
can be
but
as efficient as possible.
it's funny because this comes down to what you were saying, that we're going to answer it based on what we are.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, my gut is telling me save a lot of time and hassle.
I'm saying it based on our desk situation, that it's like, she'll get her shit done, but she's like, listen,
I
like,
changed it. That's a throwaway question for her anyway. I changed it.
what if this is the end? We quit doing it after this? We just,
Fine,
I changed it. Fine. You get your way. You taking off?
Wow, you guys aren't in the room right here, but it is.
Patreon Boys is over.
It's
Done.
You can cut. Okay, if you're listening, please respond to this question. And
Jeremy, if you're
right.
listening, cut all that other stuff out. Kevin's done.
Ow! 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 All right, Cory.
People who organize their closets, I think save a lot of time and hassle every morning. I feel like there's a few things Samantha is kind of principled about.
Yeah.
Although I don't know. What would she be like, spend your time on something fun? Who cares?
In some ways, I feel like the fact that this is such an iconic fashion show is forcing us to be like, of course they would have organized closets. They're all wearing the best clothes of all time.
Yeah.
I feel like Carrie won. Carrie, like, although she has like a lot of nice clothes, I feel like she's got like heaps and piles.
Yeah,
Like her
Carrie
closet's
seems like
kind of a mess.
Yeah, she feels like she throws stuff on the floor.
Yeah.
Samantha, I need help on this one. I mean, I could see, like, I
think
thing.
her closet's organized. I think all three of them.
I
are
think I
organized.
have this thing in my mind where Samantha has certain principles like that she's like, it just makes life easier.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so then put it back.
No, you
John,
won.
put it
You
back.
won. No.
Your ideal partner is
Man, John.
A, smart, reliable, and logical, or B, passionate, sensitive, and romantic. Passionate, sensitive, and romantic for Charlotte.
Smart, reliable, and logical for Miranda. What do you guys think?
I think it's Steve, reliable, and logical.
Yeah. I think it's smart, reliable, and logical. I mean, because is Steve passionate, sensitive, and romantic? Steve's kind of both of those things. He is smart, reliable, and logical. He's always dangling. He's reliable in that sense.
I think smart, reliable, and logical, because I think reliable is very romantic to Miranda.
Yeah.
You know, reliable. Yeah, like she wants some, like, she would want someone that it's like is not going to throw her off.
Yeah.
And that's like romantic and beautiful to her, rather than being like, what? I'm just like being romantic. She'd be like, what? I didn't want that.
Yeah,
though.
I didn't
Yeah.
want like a big
Yeah,
grand
yeah.
gesture. I want,
Yeah.
I just want you to be there on time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say for Samantha, it's passionate, sensitive, and romantic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Choose the word that describes you better, analytical or free-spirited. Charlotte, I'd say analytical.
Miranda's definitely analytical.
Samantha's free-spirited.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
Choose the word that describes you better, methodical or spontaneous. Methodical.
Yeah.
Methodical for Miranda.
Spontaneous for Samantha.
Yeah.
Easy.
Choose the word that describes you better, orderly or messy. Orderly for Charlotte.
And this comes back to that last question. What would you guys say for Miranda?
Orderly or messy?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Miranda's tough with these. It's the same question that we just asked about her
Desk.
organizing her closet.
Give me an example of Miranda being orderly. Because I think
You know what? I'm gonna push. I must say, Miranda is the only one that we've seen hire a cleaning lady, which might imply that she's a bit of a mess.
I was wondering, when we talk
So
about
I'm going with
orderly, I
messy.
think about her house, and you think about her getting Magda.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna stick with messy vein for her.
Okay.
You got me. You're right. Ow, Kevin! Ow! Ow!
Guys,
Jeremy, cut this the fuck out.
guys, choose the word that best describes Samantha better, orderly or messy. I think I'm orderly.
That's
I don't
tough.
know. That's tough.
I think it's messy because she's just like anywhere, my face, my ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna go messy.
Okay, let's go messy. It's that she slept with Messi, the professional soccer player.
Lionel Messi.
Yeah, she slept with Lionel Messi.
Choose the word that describes you better, sensible or fascinating. I think Charlotte would classify herself as fascinating.
Yeah, I could see that.
Choose the word. Yeah, if she's choosing it herself.
Miranda would be sensible.
Yeah.
I think Samantha would choose that she's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Choose the word that describes you better, logical or emotional. I think Charlotte would describe herself as logical.
I don't think she would. I think
No,
she knows
emotional. You're right.
I think
you're right,
she
you're
knows
right.
herself well enough.
You're
to-
right. You're right.
Yeah.
I want to. Yeah.
But I was kind of with
Miranda's
Kevin on
logical.
that. I was, yeah. You're right.
Samantha's tricky.
Samantha is tricky because I feel like she could be like, it's logic. I like him, and I'm gonna sleep
And I
with him,
think
and that's
Samantha
it.
does have a lot of logic.
She does because she
It's just
again.
free-spirited.
It's. I think she chooses when she wants to be free spirited, so she gives in to her like emotions.
Yeah, I think Carrie and Charlotte are the emotional ones, and Samantha and Miranda are the logical
I think
ones.
so.
I feel like if Samantha applied like some of her sexual things to like certain politics, she would just be like super right wing, and she'd
Yeah.
just be like, she would just be like, no,
Build the wall.
He's choosing to be there. Okay, homeless people deserve what they get. All right, so at work, you usually stick to the methods you were trained with, or come up with new ideas for existing systems. I think Charlotte sticks to the methods that she was trained with
Traditional.
and does a great job with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Miranda's tough. She came. I mean, she made partner. She had to be doing something new. But I think like legal work has not really changed since the founding of our country. So I have to go stick to methods.
I think Samantha comes up with new ideas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, problem solver.
Totally.
On any given weeknight, you'd rather spend the evening with a group of people or spend the evening by yourself at home. I think spend the evening with a group of people. for
Weeknight.
Charlotte.
I think weeknight Miranda's staying in
Yeah.
for the most part.
Samantha is spending an evening with a group of
Is that
people,
right?
and they've all taken ecstasy, and all their clothes are off.
Yes.
Easy.
And if it's me, it's spend an evening with a group of people, no matter what day or year it is.
No matter what hour, lunch.
It's like after I spend the night, I'm like, oh, that was good. I needed to stay at home, but
Yeah. But like we were talking about, I feel like I used to be like that, and now I'm getting more like.
I'm more like that than I used to be.
Yeah.
Which is a sign of maturity.
It is. Yeah. It's a sign of. We're getting there, guys. We're getting mature.
Your boss is good-natured but inconsistent. You'd prefer more reliability, even if it means sacrificing friendliness. Or B, you'd rather he remain friendly, even if it means he stays unreliable. I think Charlotte would rather them remain friendly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Miranda wants reliability.
Yes.
And Samantha wants reliability.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've started a new business and it supports traditional values, or it revolutionizes the industry. I think Charlotte would support traditional values.
Yep.
I
And
think
same
so.
with Miranda. Tradition.
Yeah. Samantha would revolutionize the industry.
You'd consider it a compliment if someone called you A, a consistently reasonable person, or B, a person with depth and feeling. A person with depth and feeling for Charlotte.
Yeah, I think Miranda would be taken back if someone called her someone with depth and feeling. So I gotta go with reasonable person.
I feel like I consider it a compliment if they just call me, honey. This is tough for her. I mean, I think she would be flattered if someone's like, like if a hot guy was like, you're a person of depth and feeling. I feel like she'd be flattered.
See, I think she would just make a joke about it. I don't think she would just be like, she'd be like, I want you deep and I want you feeling me.
That's true.
Where it's like, if
The
she
only
was-
feeling I want is the depth of your cock. And
so many times she's gone up to
clam.
guys. She's like, you're hot. I'm hot. We should just have sex. We should just be reasonable. Like that's what we both want.
That's her reason. That's her
Yeah.
reasonableness.
Yeah, that
Okay.
would be my vote.
All right, so
Fine. I'll change it.
I'm
I'll
gonna.
change it.
You guys, we hate each other in this podcast.
John! Ow!
Leave him alone. All right, so
Jeremy, call
they're
the
all
cops.
female. Age.
Hold on, there's something the most. Oh, wait, you're
That
gonna
one's
get-
super
okay.
complicated though, so we'll do it in a minute. For Charlotte, she's 25 to 35.
Wait, where is this?
This is
Oh,
under
gender.
age. Her age would be 25 to 35, and then Samantha would be 36 to 40.
Or would Samantha be 41 to 45?
Miranda would be 25 to 35.
They've said that
'Cause-
Samantha's 10 years older than them.
I think she's 41 to 45 is what I'd put.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the youngest she'd probably be is 39. I
And
think,
right now,
if she's older
SJP
than
just
them.
turned 35, so I'm assuming that
Gender,
they're all the same
female.
age.
Gender
And
female.
education level, I would guess
I
that
think she has
Charlotte
a
has
master's.
Yeah.
And law degree is PhD equivalent.
Yeah, PhD. Yeah.
And then bachelor's, you think, for Samantha? I mean, if she had a master's, it wouldn't surprise me, but I feel like she's
I think
bachelor's.
she's got bachelor's.
Yeah.
She hustled.
Yeah.
I could see her just having a high school diploma and
It's true.
Yeah.
she's crushing it.
Yeah, I bet it's college, but I bet it's like
I could see
yeah.
her doing it with, totally. Just getting by
And
with
she
like,
never went to
hustle and
class
charm.
in college. She just like figured out a way to
Yeah.
get A's.
Yeah.
But she's still smart. I'm not saying that she
No.
used her body.
I'm sorry. No. she's
All right,
fine.
so this last question, should we just answer it however it's confusing.
So,
Okay, it says
the question says
the most important thing I'd want to improve about myself for the person that would answer, so Charlotte, is social skills, likable, convincing, outgoing, confident, assertive, easygoing, better listener, able to let go of the past, personal relationship, stress of my life. I wonder if Charlotte would be like she wants to let go of her past. Oh, we're in the Trey part right now. She wants to be more assertive. Maybe what would she want to
Assertive.
like? I want to be more assertive. I
Yeah.
want to get these things. But,
Yeah.
Okay.
because I feel like
Mine,
she gets these little like charges of like wanting to do more for herself.
Yeah.
Mine is, I think Miranda wants to be more easygoing. I think she's a little too wound up.
Yeah. I want to improve my personal relationships, but maybe I'm just going off of that because that just means she's connecting to more people.
What would you say? What would you say?
I said improve my personal relationships. I don't know. I don't think she wants to reduce stress from her life. I don't think she wants to be more easygoing. She has confidence. I don't think she needs to be more outgoing. Maybe be more convincing. She seems pretty convincing though. More likable, social skills.
What would it be for
Reduce
Samantha?
stress.
What would it be for her? Because it's like,
I mean, I don't know if she really wants to improve her personal relationships. I feel like she just would want to meet more interesting people. Like she'd love to like meet. I mean, it always comes back
She wants to
to
improve?
sex, but
Yeah, I think just meet.
other people. I mean, like I think that if like I'm trying to think. Okay, let's say you have one of those because they're rare, but you have one of those like really rare Samantha moments where they show some of her real character. It would be. Would it be? It's not let go of the past.
No.
She's pretty easygoing.
She's super easygoing.
what would a moment for her that
She doesn't need to be more assertive.
What was the episode?
Bless you.
What was the episode with her and Kat Dennings?
That was when she needed to let go of the past or like accept the past.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like
That
she has said the age thing a few times.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be is that a confidence thing or is that letting go of the past?
Yeah, I think it's a confidence thing.
'Cause you
Confident
think,
with who you are or what age
Yeah,
you're.
but she doesn't lack confidence.
That's true.
I wonder if it's letting go of the past in a way of being like, you have to let go of how old you are. No one cares. Even
Yeah.
she doesn't usually care.
okay. All right.
Let's do that one.
We'll do that one.
All right. So our email is the Bradshaw Boys NYC at Gmail.
Oh, I put my own personal email in there.
Okay. I was worried.
It looks like we have to download an app though.
Okay. All right. Get test results. We'll be back.
We're back.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just got the results.
So something that like is interesting about personality tests is they're not ever a shocker. You never read a personality test and you're like, whoa, didn't know that about myself.
Yeah.
Like this should be a picture of Miranda.
Really?
Like yeah, it
You
just
wanna-
describes her so well. Or how do we want to do this?
Go Miranda
All right.
first. Miranda Hobbs,
IS
ESQ.
ISTJ, the inspector.
Oh yeah.
Introverted, sensing, thinking, judging. That is probably on her business card.
All right, what's her career path? You can click on here. Oh, for $2.99 you can
I'm not
unlock
doing
your
that.
career
I'm
path.
not doing that shit.
All right, all right.
Physically and mentally organized, excellent planning skills and highly intellectual, calm and clear-headed during tense situations, serious and committed in relationships, believes in traditions and strives to follow them, well respected in the community. Samantha Hobbs, the inspector.
Miranda Hobbs.
Miranda
Whatever her
Hobbs.
name is.
Samantha-
Miranda Hobbs.
And I'll just say this. I just Googled ISTJ career. She was ISTJ, right?
yeah.
ISTJ careers. Accountant or auditor. Budget analyst. Claims adjuster. Cost estimator. Financial analyst. Financial examiner. Financial manager. And the list goes on. I'm trying to see
those
if
are all
lawyers on
very
there.
similar to lawyers.
Yeah, they are. It's true.
And we don't know what kind of law maybe she's in finance law.
Yeah, loan officer. Yeah, I mean like real estate appraiser, tax examiner, revenue agent. It's all jobs like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So wait, what is she?
Inspector, ISTJ.
All right. Why don't you guys guess what Charlotte is? You know the thing the most, Corey.
E.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why don't we guess what she is? I think. Yeah, because it's either E, S.
Can you say the words instead of the letter?
So she's
for the people that don't.
Yeah,
she's
for extrovert.
extroverted.
Yeah,
and then
she's-
what's it? It's either sensing or what's the other one?
It's either intuitive or intuitive or perceiving, I think.
No, it's N or S.
Oh, N or S. It'd be sensory or intuitive.
She's
Definitely
E,
intuitive.
E
I think she's
S. I think she's sensing. She senses.
She's ES.
she is
She's
ES.
ES.
Oh, okay.
And then what's thinking or
Thinking or judging.
no?
Thinking or feeling.
I don't
She's
know
F.
this that well.
She's ESF.
Feeling.
Oh, and then the last ones
Is
are
judging or feeling.
the last one is sorry. I thought you were looking at it, John. which is
No,
why
no,
I stopped
I'm
looking
just-
at it.
She is
ESF and then whatever the other
Judging.
one. ESFJ.
ESFJ, the provider.
ESFJ, the provider.
She is a true extrovert and a social butterfly. She's sensitive, energetic, helpful, and sociable. Popular and well-liked. Compassionate and empathetic. Extremely organized with difficulty dealing with uncertainties. Always ready to listen with warmth and genuine sensitivity. Come on.
That is her to a T.
And they have a quote. You can bring up a quote that has best quotes. The quote for the provider is for Charlotte is, I care. I always care. This is my problem.
One of the jobs for ESFJ is office manager, which is what she does, right? She's a gallery
she
manager.
runs a gallery.
Yeah.
Also famous ESFJs, Hugh Jackman,
Okay.
Chris Farley, Penelope Cruz, Woody Harrelson, Jason Segel, Tyra Banks.
It's so weird because I was watching White Man Can't Jump and I was just like, Woody Harrelson, he's such a provider.
He's such a
an
provider.
ESFJ.
yeah.
Oh, I love these quotes.
Sarah
Miranda.
Jessica Parker. It says she's an ESFJ in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
Miranda Hobbs. I was spontaneous once. It didn't go as planned.
That's a great quote.
That is really great.
All right.
All right.
Samantha time.
Samantha time. Samantha is. Wait, I got to pull the app up. Sorry, I was looking at other stuff. What do you guys think Samantha is? What would you guess?
Oh, geez.
I will say this is really good for Charlotte. I went and found another quote.
She's an E.
Yeah, she's an E. Oh wait, sorry. Kevin was saying.
I just want to, this is such a Charlotte quote for the meme that they showed. It's caught between a strong mind and a fragile heart.
Yep.
Okay, sure.
I don't have them all. ES. She's an ES, and then thinking or what's the other one? Feeling.
It'd be feeling or perceiving.
No.
Wait,
I'm not good at the last
She's
two.
an EST.
I got that wrong.
She's an ESTJ maybe.
J for jerking guys off.
Yeah, she is. You got the beginning right. She is ENTP.
ENTP.
The visionary, extroverted, intuitive thinking and perceiving. And this says, so their characteristics are creative, smart, charming, values freedom.
Yep.
That's used for, likes to create ideas and theorize, which like she kind of does that in the chat and choose. Doesn't like to be controlled.
Yes.
Unless she's being submissive because she wants to be.
She's a BDSM.
Yeah, that's she doesn't. Yeah, and she's a top, competent and highly knowledgeable, 100%, innovative and ingenious at problem solving.
And guess what? One of the jobs for an ENTP is
What?
public relations specialist.
Stop.
Out
Boom.
of here!
Get
Are you
out.
serious?
Boom. But the number 3 job for an ENTP is lawyer. So maybe we did Miranda wrong.
Well, but you think about it, and Samantha, if she was a trial lawyer, she would crush it.
She would crush.
And so it's like,
we put Miranda in like the boring.
Yeah.
and
part
we've
of it.
seen her office.
Yeah.
And we know her that it's like she would be a great trial lawyer in some ways, but
I think she's going to
we've
be
seen
doing
what
like
type-
contract law.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I bet she a trial lawyer, unless you're like a major famous defense lawyer, you know, Miranda, if she was a trial lawyer, would probably work for be a public defender.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, I need to do as many of these cases to get as many people off as possible or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like Samantha would just be like, I'm a defense attorney, and just making like $9 million a case.
I don't care if he did it. Is he hot?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's a quote? What's a quote from yours, Cory?
Quote from. Wait, did you find the quote on the app? Part of this is just us trying to figure out this app, guys.
I will say the app.
Oh, quote. Okay, so a quote is, watch in awe as I succeed whilst breaking every rule you set for me.
Hey.
Totally.
Yeah.
Completely Samantha.
Okay.
Let's do one more. These quotes are fun. Let me do one more quote.
By the way,
here.
this test, this app, there's a lot of things you had to pay.
Oh my gosh, there's a great Samantha quote. Keep going.
We'll try and get a hold of them and see if maybe they'll like help us or give us some free tests. But it's called personalitymatch.com. .com and or personalityperfect.com, and you download this app, and it's super easy to take, and it's pretty fun so far. A lot of the Myers-Briggs ones are super complicated. This one was pretty easy, and the app's pretty cool. So
yeah.
If I'm poking fun at you or being sarcastic towards you, it means I like you. If I didn't like you, I'd just avoid you.
I mean, that's a little bit like her and Steve in the bar when they first meet, I think.
Yeah.
Because she keeps talking to him even though she's like annoyed.
She's a pisser. She's a real pisser.
Oh man, I have a great quote for Charlotte.
What is it?
You say potato, I say potatoes, especially fried. Oh, you like them baked? I agree. Baked is better. I'll make you some.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this is spot on. I feel like we got to read another one because this one fits too well. The cure for boredom is curiosity.
That's great. All right, here's another one for Charlotte. Treat yourself as the person you want to be, and you will become that person.
Yep. That's so funny.
You got one
great.
from Miranda?
I shut it down. Let me find it.
I got another Samantha one is, there's something that doesn't make sense. Let's go and poke it with a stick. And then let's put a mask on and let it poke us back.
Sometimes the people around you won't understand your journey. They don't need to. It's not for them.
That fits.
It would, except she wouldn't say journey. She would. It's like, yeah. Well, there's some really great memes on here. We're gonna share all these memes. Let's do some major Insta posts because I feel like people would love this.
Yeah.
Hey, if you like this episode, give us more ideas. I thought this was fun.
This was super fun.
This was great.
Upcoming Patreon apps, we're going to review sex columns from across the country and see what newspaper has their own Carrie Bradshaw.
Yeah.
And
we're going to take more personality tests too.
Yeah.
We talked about doing that.
Yeah.
We're going to fight each other.
We're going to fight each other.
You're actually going to hear us beating the shit out of each other.
Yep.
And
I think we're going to try to start a real club chaos in the place that we record and just turn the mics on one night and see what happens.
Spicy. And if you take this personality test, email us at the Bradshaw Boys NYC @gmail.com. Share your thoughts on these personality tests. Or if you disagreed with any of our questions, let us know about that. Thank you guys so much. We're the Bradshaw Boys, now and always.
Now and always.
Now and always.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The Bradshaw Boys stars Cory Cavin, Jon Sieber, and Kevin James Doyle. The show is produced by Jeremy L. Balon. For more information on the guys, check out their website at bradshawboys.com, on social media at The Bradshaw Boys, and if you see them in the street, tip your glass. Thanks for listening.